Millivolt Systems, Episode 55 of the Gas Service Animated Series. The oldest safety circuit in the trade needs no electricity at all. A pilot flame heats a metal junction. The junction makes a whisper of voltage, and that whisper is the only thing holding the gas open. Learn to read millivolts, and the standing pilot world stops being a mystery. The thermocouple is a single junction of two metals in the pilot flame. Healthy, it makes about 30 millivolts open circuit, plus or minus 5. Let it heat for 30 seconds to a minute before you trust the reading, and if it can't make about 26 or 27, it's done. That tiny voltage energizes an electromagnet in the gas valve, the pilotstat, and the magnet holds the safety open. Open circuit is only half the test. Screw a test adapter between the thermocouple and the valve and measure it under load, working against the magnet coil. A healthy system reads about 12 to 15 millivolts, roughly half of open circuit. Strong open reading, weak loaded reading. The problem's the coil or the connection, not the thermocouple. The safety event is the dropout. Kill the pilot and the junction cools, the millivolts decay, and somewhere down around a few millivolts, the magnet releases and snaps the gas closed. You should hear that click inside of about 90 seconds. That's the flame failure response test. Time it. A magnet that hangs on too long is a safety that isn't. The field shorthand is the 30-second holding test. Light the pilot, hold the button 30 to 60 seconds, release. If the pilot dies with the button, the thermocouple isn't making enough to hold the magnet, or the coil is bad. It's the classic no hot water story on an older tank heater. Stack many junctions in series and you get a thermopile, 750 millivolts, enough to run the entire gas valve with no house power at all. That's the wall heater and the fireplace that work in a blackout. Healthy numbers, 550 to 750 unloaded after 2 minutes of pilot, 400 to 500 loaded. And if it can't hold roughly 350 under load, replace it. Some manuals set their own line. The manual wins. On the valve, you'll meet the terminals. TH, TP, and THTP. TP is the Thermopile's power. TH is the thermostat's switch leg. THTP is the shared side. Meter across the right pair, power at TP, switching through TH, and the fireplace that has a good pilot but won't light, becomes a 5-minute diagnosis. Pile weak, switch open, or valve coil dead. What kills millivolt parts? Soot on the tip, a junction sitting at the edge of the pilot flame instead of in it, a worn-out junction after years of cycles, and loose, corroded connections stealing millivolts on the way. Clean, position, tighten, then measure again before you replace anything. Millivolts in one breath. Thermocouple. 30 open, half that loaded, dropout click inside 90 seconds. Thermopile. 750 family. 350 loaded is the floor. Test at the terminals. Fix the flame and the connections first, and let the manual set the exact line. Next, the 24-volt circuit.